Preparing your will is something many Australians put on the back burner, but not having one can leave your family in hot water.
In tonight's Budget Buster report, Graham Butler explains how it can be easier than you think and what happens without one.
As we go through life, there's nothing surer than death and taxes, and both can be costly. It's estimated a staggering 60% of Australians don't have a will, and that means letting the state decide what happens.
Effectively, there's a formula in that legislation that says this proportion goes to your spouse if you have a spouse. If there's a balance above that, then it's divided amongst children, and then it goes all the way down the family line.
It's much more complicated and expensive where there is no will in place. It takes a lot more time and costs a lot more money.
There are a number of ways to write a will. You can use a lawyer, with many specialising in the field.
It is an expense, but like any professional job, it's an investment in making sure it's done properly.
There are also online platforms like Safewill, where you can do your will in about 20 minutes.
It costs $160 and every will is reviewed by our law firm to make sure that the will is being completed correctly.
You might not think you need a will, but it's surprising what assets you have. Things like your car, your house if you own one, your superannuation, even the family pet. Consider what would happen to them if you weren't here. Will kits from places including Australia Post cost as little as $25, but lawyers say doing it yourself can be dangerous.
Will kits might have a place if your situation's extremely simple, but even then you should get what you prepare checked by someone. You shouldn't just rely on your own and hope for the best.
You can't take it with you, but you don't want to leave a headache behind. Graham Butler, 7 News.